name's Guy Barnard. I live in North Haven. I have a question. If someone owns a Glock in the state of Connecticut, they've probably purchased it from a federally licensed firearms dealer. When he sells the person that Glock, that gun, that, as most of you know, the ID of the Glock, the name of the individual who bought the Glock, has to go to the town of North Haven in this case. Okay. That gun is now registered with the chief of police in North Haven. Okay. As you said, a Glock is 13 rounds. What happens now? Does this mean that by de facto, this individual owns a Glock, he has something more than 10 rounds? Does he have to then again register that magazine for his Glock again with a DESP? If so, why?
Yes.
Why?
It's just the way the law is written.
But it makes no sense. The chief of police already knows that he has that gun.
You're right, but they want a statewide, they want the state to know, and you may have more than one magazine for that gun. You may have 5. So for your protection, you can say, I have 5 13-round magazines. So if something happens and they find you with 5, you've got the protection that you declared 5. As opposed to saying, the chief of police knows I have a 13 Glock, and then they catch you with 5, you might be liable. So it offers some protection to you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Oh, you know, we'll come to you. We're going to go to that?
If you could just stand back, just because it's...
Oh. Come on, sir.
Hi, Tom Sexton, Wallingford, Connecticut. I've called the state police twice on magazine registration and registering the ARs. They have no information at this point, and they're not sure exactly when they'll have that. Registration for these magazines, I don't know whether you're going to have to get a box and put everything on and take it down to them and they scribe some kind of serial number on it, or you just tell them what you have and they're good with that.
Right. You would do it over the internet. So you don't have to go down to see anybody. You go on the internet, and they're working on the forms. You go on the internet, you put in your name and address. I don't know what you go on the internet, you put in your name and address, and you describe what the magazine or magazines that you have and for what gun. Is that, can you turn up just a little please? And then you describe what gun. That's all you have to do.
There's no serial number. There won't be anything inscribed because it's just for your protection.
Okay.
You have to read it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. One other quick thing.
Hold on, the gentleman's got the floor.
I'm not sure if you own an AR rifle or one similar to that. They have some kind of eligibility certificate. At the time I bought mine prior to this bill, there's 4 copies of that go out to the state, to the town, to myself, and the gun dealer. Do I have to in turn have another certificate and pay a fee of $35 per year on that gun?
We don't pay per year. 1076, these other bills wanted you to pay per year. It's every 5 years, just like your permit to carry is every 5 years.
So it's a re-registration of this gun, basically.
Do you have a gun permit
Yes.
to carry now?
Yes.
Okay, if you have a gun permit to carry now, you can use that permit to buy a long gun. The point is simply this. This is what they're all trying to do. The reason why they did this, as I understand it, is that they just want to make sure everybody who buys a gun has a background check. When you get your permit to carry, you have a background check at that time. So you're eligible to go buy a long gun with that permit. There's nothing else you have to do to buy a long gun if you have a permit.
So the AR rifle is still, you don't have to re-register it with the state?
You got to register the AR rifle, but you have to register by going online without a fee.
Gotcha. Okay.
With the rifle, it's different. You need to get what they're going to call a certificate of possession, which means you're going to go in, give the state police the identifying number off the gun, your name, etc. I think with the guns, you got to go in. But again, the state police are developing all of this right now, so nothing is.
Oh, the AR, I apologize. Yes, the AR is different.
So yes, you will have to get a certificate of possession for your AR. We'll see what the state police develop as the form and the process for that. We don't know yet.
Okay, thank
We
you.
have to watch January 2014.
Yes.
We have to
January
January
1st.
2014.